This is my grandmother. She grew up in the 1940s in Taiwan and went to school with her younger brothers. She was always the top of her class and learning took her on adventures all over the world outside her door. That is, until 5th grade. Because after 5th grade, her father stopped her from going to school. Her younger brothers, though, continued to go to school even though their performance was not as good as my grandmother's. Her father simply said, "You can't, because you're a girl." Unequal educational opportunities are not unique to Taiwan, and they're not a matter of the past. Because 70 years later, women in Turkey, Iraq, Guatemala, Haiti, and a multitude of other countries are still discouraged from pursuing education. But the effects of educational inequality stretch much farther than most people think. The lack of proper education snowballs into a handful of greater problems, like unequal gender representation in politics and industry. It furthers stereotypes that women are not as hardworking or able as men, or that women cannot perform well in technical professions. Those stereotypes are simply not true. With the exponential increase in bandwidth across the globe, I hope issues like lack of schoolhouses or distance to school will become a thing of the past, as scholastic materials will be accessible online. I hope the government can provide subsidies to families to support the academic development of their girls. I hope girls like my grandma, bright and yearning for knowledge, will no longer be denied education because of their gender.
Look what I made!
Most importantly, there must be a change in mentality, in heart. All must understand the equal potential of women. Society has advanced dramatically just within the last century, even while constantly pushing women down. So, consider what our lives would be like, and what technologies, books, and insight we could appreciate if the suppressed half of the global population was instead encouraged to invent, innovate, and inspire. That is the world I want to live in.